Oh, and I have to read over your shoulder because I didn't get out of it.
And okay, that's why we are out of camera range. So. It's just, oh, here.
Perfect. That's so stupid. All right. So imagine this show had a genius sound designer that would construct for your ears a landscape of inner-urban domestic chaos. Random shouts of arguments, sirens, breaking dishes, door slamming, heart monitors, 911 calls. Imagine the lights come up on the silhouette of a city skyline. Center stage is a crib with a boy of 10 standing in the crib, wearing earphones, sunglasses, holding a baton, and conducting an orchestra of stuffed animals. Surrounding the crib are giant pieces of paper that have been made into origami art. Stand guard. And you begin to hear actual dialogue of the argument taking place between crashing dishes and door slams. Blah, 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 autistic, blah, 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 Tourette's, kids in his own world, and marital squabbles. But with a motion of silence from the boy conductor, the outside cacophony subsides, and he taps his baton on the crib to ready the orchestra for the opening number. Tap, 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 tap. Every night after my shower, when everyone else had gone to bed, there I'd spend hour after hour with a towel wrapped round my head. Insert more dishes crashing, arguing, chaos. I'd make believe it was this fancy hairdo and lip sync with a bottle of shampoo. If you don't go to bed, I'm gonna come upstairs with a belt to the radio, turned way down low. God damn it, go to bed or I'm gonna knock you out. Then I'd crawl under the covers, my flashlight I'd read, Star magazines, big premieres, fabulous parties, red carpets, limousines. Boy, I'm coming upstairs with a belt. Screaming fans lined up behind a velvet robe. In my dream, it's me they've come to see. Boy, I'm coming upstairs with a belt. Then I'd hear the alarm, and I'm back home on the farm. Sorry about that. Where do dreams go when you wake up? Do they wash away like tears running through makeup? Will I spend my life in a crowd stuck behind a velvet robe? I need to sing and dream out loud. That's it! I'm coming upstairs. I need something more than hope. You got it, kid. We got you covered. Yeah, you know, the voices in your head, that's us. We're here to protect you. It's about to get rough. Now you go on with your sweet, pretty, hopeful, autistic Disney princess opening, and we'll talk after your bunny concert. Ladies and gentlemen, our star! Beyond the velvet rope, put that kid in a special school where I'll make a new star. There won't be a doubt, 'cause now standing out is what sets me apart. Keep him from the other kids. Put him either in the music room or the art room. He's off in his own world. But he likes to draw and play the piano. Is he retarded? Mildly, or high-functioning autistic? It doesn't really matter. With Tourette's, he makes barking noises, but otherwise he's harmless. Just very disruptive. But he's better off in here. I can't say just how I know. Look, kid. Don't start with a "is this real" and "who are you" bullshit. Get real, kid. You're over there on the spectrum making up musicals all the time. This is normal for you. But I know deep in my heart I'll find my life beyond the velvet road. It was just a matter of time before we became real. Beyond the velvet rope, where my life will begin, with new trails to blaze and folks to amaze who'll say they knew me back when I was just a guy who never quite fit in. We're here to help you because, let's face it, Fax, ain't nobody around here gonna help you. We know what you want, kid, and we're gonna make you a star. You got an agent, manager, and drill sergeant, therapist right inside your head. We're gonna get you out of here. We are your songs. Weirdo, weirdo, weirdo. Forget them. Look, you got a crummy deal from a deck that was stacked, and you can't unring a bell, especially when it's cracked, right? Face it, kid, you're cracked. You know it, I know it, they know it. You stutter, you stammer, you make funny noises. You live in your own bubble, your family's a nightmare, but you want to sing and dance. You, with the stutter, and the noises, and the voices. All right, kiddo, hang tight. This will take a while. I can get you out of here. How old are you? State of New York, emancipation rights. 12 years at most, maybe sooner. You never know. My advice, go back into your bubble, write this shit down. These people are crazy. Set it to music. Set them to music. Set us to music. Come on, kid. Give me a song to tell the people out there about your crummy family. They'll love it. Mama was upset the way her marriage had turned out. Not like a fairy tale she dreamed, more like a boxing about. They only got along when the two of them passed down. You know she wanted Lancelot, but she got all out. He was all out too, because tonight's Christmas, kid, 1972, and tonight's the night Daddy walks out and Mommy goes crazy. Why do you think we're here, kid? Hang tight, here she goes. Her drinks were all swizzled, for her heart had been chiseled. She crackled and she sizzled, 'cause all her dreams had fizzled. It's a little rough. You be careful there, kid. You know what they say, after you become your mother, you marry her. Remember that, kid. You're not Oedipus. And your brothers aren't exactly prizes, neither. Johnny was upset. Life had turned out like it did. And he got put in charge of us. Although he was a kid, and every other day he would snap and flip his lid, 'cause life had cheated him, and he was so in. Johnny was a black hole. Solomon, that's not right. He was a quantum singularity of evil-focused clarity. His Napoleonic history onyx got him hooked on more than phonics. He was a black hole, and let's not forget William. Willie was the little boy who was never there except to sow the seeds of doubt and vanish into thin air. He'd set the wheels in motion, then steer clear of the commotion, claiming not me. I was never there. Yeah, I don't know. You're doing and somehow. And then we add them all up into they were sick, they were psychotic, narcissistic and narcotic, inconsistent and chaotic, consequently, I'm neurotic. And then my mother burned the house down intentionally. She was just out of the asylum that day. It was her first day home. I had been in the house alone for weeks while she was gone. She returned, got drunk, and set the room on fire. It was me that put her out. Over 30% of her body was burnt. I was 12. It was my birthday. Shatter, 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 shatter. Well, I was so many different people. It's hard to explain. But when you grow up in a house where everyone's insane, you adapt and you adjust. Don't complain or dare to trust. You become a man of 1,000 different faces. Look, kid, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best thing that could have happened to you. These people held you hostage. And you escaped before acquiring Stockholm Syndrome. I got someone I want you to meet, kid. Someone you invented. It's a man that's Amanda, reckon with. Hello. I am Amanda reckon with, because I will make you a man to reckon with. There were so many different people living in my head. But if I had been all alone, I would have wound up dead. So I'd hide behind a mask, and I'd rise up to the task, for I was a man of 1,000 different faces. That will be your strength, honey. That will be your mission, because you are the boy who writes songs. And you can give every one of your faces a song like you did me and Mr. Solomon over there. We're here to help you right after your makeover, because, please. How do I begin again? Where do I start? When I've been an entire cast, how do I play one part? Oh, honey, you don't. You are the boy who writes songs. What you do is move, change everything, and forget those people. They are monsters. I am so many different people. I don't know how to say years I might have been and who I am today. But I hope that I can find a boy I lost behind, the man, the cast behind 1,000 different faces of my past. Clap, clap, clap. Okay, song boy, it is all about goals and actions. Your actions must align with your goals always. You want to be a star, you better work. Welcome to my world, honey, the world of the makeover. Oh, honey, it's going to take all of us, and I mean all of us, I mean you, and by you, I mean all of us. We've been over this. The point is, honey, it's going to take a decade. You're 13, and we got to make over your whole life. You thought your family had it. You thought your family was bad. Oh, you were better off here, locked in the music room and living at school. But seriously, honey, you thought they were bad. You thought they were bad. Your special needs and going to public high school, offstage school. Just a faggot, blah blah. You don't have music for this, so you'll have to pretend. Bum 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 bum. They call you a misfit, a mistake, a mishap, and other misguided, miscellaneous kind. They misunderstand you, misguide you, mistreat you. They jail you, they nail you, or let the lions eat you. When they start to dish you, loser. Whoa, don't reach for no tissue, no, to wipe away each tear. No tears for you, my dears. That's crap. That's when you must snap. Faggot! Son boy, I will handle this. You think about what I do with my cock so much, why don't you suck it? And not like last time either. When your crooked teeth scraped. It was like getting a Hummer from Dracula. Or in your case, Crapula. Either way, it was the worst dollar I ever spent. Speaking of which, is your mom home? Come on, honey, we gotta go. And there is Amanda Reckonworth. Which leads us into her song. Which should be disco, but let's just get through it. It's a great and speaking of which, where's your mom? Boom! You must be fierce in your mane, in your growl, in your claws. Let your scowl and your lash and the clash of your jaws give them pause. Yeah, they do. Though they taunt with glare and guile, bare your fangs in a regal style and give them a smile, honey. You must be fierce. You must be strong. You must be strong in your love, in your pride, in your song. With a voice dignified and wide, sing out strong, you belong. Dig in your hips and steam your crown, boldly roar, make a joyful sound till the hatred is drowned, honey. You must be fierce. And then that's great because we're gonna fix it and it's gonna be amazing. And then, so after the first verse, then there's piano underscoring, and then off stage, hey, did you hear? that weirdo orphan kid that lives here. That retard whose crazy mother burned his house down. Oh yeah, what about him? He just got the lead in the senior musical. What? I told you, honey, makeovers are what I do. Or whatever I say. Then there's another thing where it's the second verse. You must be fierce in your love, in your pride. And it's like a whole runway thing. In your song, the most dignified, open wide. Sing out strong, you belong. Then give me yours and stay your ground. Boldly roar, make a joyful sound. Stop till the hatred is drowned. You must be fierce. That's great. That's actually better than I could have imagined you. So we go through another one, blah, blah, blah. And by age 36, okay, it took me a lot longer than I thought, but you should have seen you. But I got you onto Broadway. And then I got you a very nice, boring computer millionaire nerd husband who just loves to watch you perform while he sits quietly in the background. Yes, honey, I did. He likes to watch you and put you on film. Yes, dear. You see where it's going. I got to make it better. But I got you in the most prestigious music theater writing workshop ever, the Lehman Ingle Workshop for Composers and Lyricists. I got you starring as Jeffrey, the gayest character ever written, in the gayest play ever written, Jeffrey, by the gayest theater ever, Cherry Grove Playhouse on Fire Island, attended by the gayest playwright ever, Paul Rudnick. The same year you would win the Harrington Award with Jeff Marks and Robert Lopez, Avenue Q, Kristen Anderson Lopez, Frozen, and you, at the time, Tony Buckley. That's who you are right now. You are Tony Buckley for The Adventures of Power Queen. I have one. And that was the same year that you opened a jewelry design business called Fierce World. I did. Won the Heritage of Pride Logo 2000 contest so that your design would be everywhere during Gay Pride. It was going to be your millennium. Let the life that you lead, be the legacy. You don't know, giving those without hope a reason to believe, a dream to achieve. You must be fierce, in your stance, in your stalk, in your stare. Let your heart fill the night so your brothers will hear. Be a beacon of light so your sisters won't fear to be fierce. You must be fierce. You must be fearless when life is unjust. You must be fierce. Ba 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 ba. That's that whole thing. But what's great about that, she's fun. We get out of the saddest song ever written, Man of a Thousand Faces, directly into disco, which time travels us from 13 to 36. It's a 23-year number. At some point, I want to work into, because now I'm at the top of my game, right? I'm winning awards. Look at me with Jeff Marks and Robert Lopez, and then some. There's a view from a penthouse apartment, ha ha ha, and there's few shoes bought on Rodeo Drive. They're waiting for me, you just wait and see, 'cause I'm staying there once I arrive. Echo, 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 you see it coming. All my dreams come true, and it really was like a Disney movie. A plucky but unlucky weirdo with moxie and a heart of gold and multiple personalities overcomes epic tragic and hardship to achieve life goal. I know it's cliche, but that's what really happened. Until it didn't. Stan L. Howard loved to watch me perform quietly in the background, and apparently on camera. He wasn't alone. He had a partner I did not know about, who lived on the third floor above us, Jeff Schechter, in our beautiful limestone townhouse in Greenwich Village with my private garden. It has taken me a while to find the truth, but they worked together, and I was not the first boy they had rescued, but I was the one that had showed the most potential of ever leaving and becoming something that couldn't disappear easily. They liked orphans, and what had really begun literally with a trip to Disneyland with my new daddy ended a decade later held captive in our basement for over a year, drugging me and convincing me that 9/11 had happened again, selling me for sex on camera with his partner on the third floor, which in fact was a recording studio. Their names are Stan L. Howard and Jeffrey Schechter. Honey, I told you that millionaire man had more red flags than a Chinese airport. But I had on my rose-colored glasses, so all I saw was flags. We're sorry, kid. We failed you. We told you we'd protect you. But come on, nobody could have seen that coming. Jeff Schechter, blah, blah, blah. In hindsight, that man had more issues than a newsstand. That rat had more holes in his story than Dunkin' Donuts. On Pushy Bottom night, I escaped. And I would learn later that the boy that would replace me was found dead next to Stan L. Howard of a drug overdose less than a year after my escape. But Stan wasn't just a harmless computer nerd. Both he and Jeff turned out to be drug dealers and porn makers. And they hunted me for a long time. I had to become invisible.
I'm sorry. We're in.
I don't know what
it didn't make sense. No.
Thank you. People look right through me, or else they look away. It's not that they are cruel. They don't know what to say. Thank God they're not me, and hurry on their way. I am invisible. I am invisible. There are some pages missing, but here's what happens with this song. There's some page missing. Mm-hmm. I need to insert in between the voices sad story number 1, sad story number 2, blah, blah, blah. Then we wind up, that's very sad. We get to the part that you have heard, Leap of Faith, the introduction of Tripped Out Man. The hardest part, I hate the key that this is in.
Oh, right, this is the one.
But when I tried to have Brenda play it in the new lower key, I have gotten so used to singing it in this key. Okay. So if we just sing through maybe once. Okay. So many choices, so many voices running round inside your head. What to do, where to go, since you're living now, not dead. Not dead. We forget about your cares and doubts and suicides that don't work out. Tomorrow you could try again, but maybe you won't want to then. If you could learn how to relax, you might not yearn for the subway tracks. May I suggest that you inhale tail before you rest on that third rail. Basically, your system's fried. It needs to be aired out and dried. How do you start to clear the static? Start by sweeping out your attic breeze. When all you get is noisy snow, tune into a different show. As your perception starts to move, your reception will improve. You're floating, you're floating in a first-class seat at more than 40,000 feet. You're traveling at the speed of sound. Your earthly cares left on the ground. You don't ask why, you simply sigh and watch the clouds go sweeping by. And if you take a downward spin, strap on a mask of oxygen and breathe. I'll fix that, make it funny. Breathe. Welcome to LA. All right, kid. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. Get over yourself. We've all got sad issues. All right. We don't have to play through this, but it's fun. I love this song. Okay.
2, 3, 4. So you got like this.
A bum, bum, bum,
Oh.
bum, bum. Don't even try it. We have all got painful issues. Don't even try it. I am not a box of tissue. I'm not here to dab a tear or wipe away your snot. I'm not. We're going there, and I don't care if you hot like it or not. Don't even try it. Go somewhere else to wallow. 'Cause I don't buy it. Don't think I'm gonna swallow all the bull you wanna pull into like an order. I stop and jerk and over again. My last good nerve. Don't even. Okay.
Oh, that's it. You're good.
Blah 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 blah. So they come back. Let's just finish it.
Okay.
My way will keep you alive. Your way home. You see, my dear, it's very clear. Either you want to stay alive, or you by the way, kid, you're meeting this guy today. He's your potential housemate, Roger Steele, at a piano bar where apparently you are going to audition for a room. Don't worry, it's true what they say. Today really is the first day of the rest of your life. There's shit missing, but all right. One day, I have one day, I never thought I'd wind up here. One day, I have one day, I guess by now, that's pretty clear. I can't go on, not like I have. What more is to say is, hi, I'm Trip, and I have one day. Oh, yeah.
Blah,
blah, blah. Yeah, I did.
Measures missing, but yeah.
So, Roger traveled a lot, which was great. Because for the first time in 15 years, I had a place to live, food to eat, and I didn't have to run. And all I could do was scream, sing, write, and smoke. Scream, sing, write, and smoke. I got to figure this shit out. Let's see. Where do I want to? I sing part of it. She comes in and does that. She comes in and sings that, all arrange all of that better. We all convinced me I should sing my story and blah, blah, blah. So this is my greatest song ever, which is very hard to read. But it's not mine. It's Robert and Trilligators, and I don't want to take his name off it because he hand wrote it, and I love it for that reason. Although I do need to recopy it, but it totally belongs to Robert. It's dear to me that I've managed to hold on to it in some form for 20 years. So it's we'll just scream through it and you'll remember it. Bum 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 bum. I know a place, a perfect spot. Beds have clean sheets, bath water's hot. Mothers don't scream, brothers can dream. They do in Far Rockaway. Our train will fly over the bridge. Cupboards are full, milk's in the fridge. Dishes don't break, wishes you make come true in Far Rockaway. We'll live in a house where doors have no locks, where windows aren't, but it's not there, and alarms are for clocks, where grown-ups don't lie and hallways don't stink, where fathers don't die and mothers don't drink. We've got to leave, hurry and pack. We'll run away, never look back, never look back. After today, the spell will be broken. It's only a token away. Just you and me by the sea in Far Rockaway. Blah, 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 blah. A few months after I move in, Roger still dies. But it was okay. Blah, 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 because I wanted to write a show about cliche. Do the best you can. It's going to all be about stupid shit that you hear all the time. Do your best, blah, blah, blah. But somewhere in there, I will have told you, so I wanted to write a show about cliches. And it'll be a joke within a joke, but it'll be blah, blah, blah. And then you get to Roger, who is... and the fact that I'm starting over again, and now I'm old. So I say, there's only one page of it, but now I'm starting over again, and I'm old. That's the idea. Tell me in what book it says I get the hook just because I look a little gray. I've got energy to burn and a degree that you can earn in any school. A simple rule: live life every day. Why should I sit still or start to write a will? Over the hill is still a far off climb. Blah, blah. It's a very nice happy ending thing. All right, that is we walked through it. How it took us. That was 40.